Krishna. A very warm welcome to this very divine episode of NEWSMAKERS, the show where we bring to you inspirational stories of people from all walks of life. Because at NEWSMAKERS, we aspire to inspire you. My dear friends, Lord Krishna very rightly said that a man is made of his beliefs. Whatever he believes, so he becomes. And on today's episode, we have a very divine personality who is also a doctor, and he has served the corporate industry for many years, and he's worked with who's and who of the industry. And now that he chose spirituality to serve humanity, we are so honored to have with us Vice President of Dwarka ISKCON Temple, Sri Gaur Prabhuji, on the sets of NEWSMAKERS. Please allow me to welcome Sri Gaur Prabhuji on the sets here. A very warm welcome, Sri Gaur Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It was so good to have you. And it is like so good because we've been trying to reach you from so long, and then today we have you here.
It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure.
So I want to start with this very one question.
Yeah.
That Prabhuji, that you are a doctor.
Yeah.
And you were like in a very noble profession already.
Right.
But then you chose to be in spirituality,
Right.
which is, of course, it's again one very noble thing to do. Now, how this transition? What made you to come here? Like, what has been your journey?
So I'll give a brief introduction of myself. My initiated spiritual name is Sri Gaur Das, but my legal name is Sumit Goyal.
Okay.
And spiritual life has been integrated in my whole life in a sense that I grew up in a very pious family. And I was introduced to International Society for Krishna Consciousness when I was in my medical school. And so I have been kind of associated with spirituality from very young age when I was just 23 years old. And this has contributed significantly to my life. This has transformed me in a way that has added so much of efficiency, productivity, and spiritual essence in my life. You know, medical profession is all about serving people. Medical profession is caring for people. It's about compassion. And spirituality is just the same. So, you know, it's not a transition, but it is a smooth, and it has been very, very transformative for me in my life. When I was in corporate sector, I would say people were amazed. Like, I have managed the entire Asia Pacific region in my company. So people even from different countries will ask, Sumit, how can you remain so calm? How you can be so patient in very demanding circumstances? And that is where spirituality has contributed significantly. Yeah.
Such a wonderful thing. So viewers, being into the corporate industry, which is like so much of stress already, and Prabhuji managed to have his peace. I'm sure spirituality is the way. So Prabhuji, I would like to also know, like, coming in from the medical background, how do you have this kind of a balance between the medical thing and then now you're into serving people in ISKCON temple? How do you manage this bridge?
So as I just said, that medical profession is all about caring, is all about, having compassion for people. And my life has been the same, where when I was a practicing doctor, it was all about caring for people, serving them. And a life of a doctor is 24/7.
Absolutely.
And in industry also, I was involved in different medical research, the pharmaceutical research. And there again, it was all bringing up new medication for diseases. There is no treatment available. So it has been all about serving humanity. And same thing is what we are doing here at ISKCON, and specifically at ISKCON Dwarka, where we are providing not just cure at a physical level, but it is at an emotional level, at psychological level. And the best thing what we are giving is cure at a spiritual level, which is the most important thing, you know. And it is a holistic package is what we are providing at ISKCON.
That's really amazing. So please tell us more about it, the kind of package that you have. Like,
Yes. So, ISKCON is not just any other place of worship. It's all about, end to end, we are catering to your life, So in ISKCON Dwarka, during COVID, we provided 5 lakh meals to people who needed it. 5 lakh meals per day. Overall, we distributed over 5 crores meals to residents who need that. And even today, we are distributing around 25,000 meals per day. Then, when it comes to curing and helping people at physical level, during Corona, we opened up a hospital, a 200-bedded hospital, where we served around 1,800 people. And you will be surprised to know that there was no casualty. And that was in the second phase. And, that was again something which was highly, highly appreciated from people from different walks of life. The Prime Minister of India, the Chief Minister of New Delhi, the who's and who of business world, everyone appreciated our effort and endeavor. Then we also cater humanity by providing counseling services. We have served over 25,000 people, providing them different psychological counseling, spiritual counseling, and they feel that it is a different world now. We have provide counsel to people who were about to commit suicide. And today, they have become our counselors.
oh wow, that's a big thing.
Yes. So, and then we are helping youth. We are running many de-addiction program for youth. Yeah. So, and then we are providing value-based education in colleges, in different colleges, and they are kind of recognized, credited courses. So ISKCON is not just any other place of worship, but we are providing humanitarian services, from different dimensions.
That's really amazing because, my dear viewers, now that I'm sure you must have noticed, ISKCON is a place where we have all the blessings of Krishna. It's like if you go to the place, the kind of harmony that you get, that is otherwise unachievable. But Prabhuji, like he's told, that he's also worked with the younger generation. He's also spreading this message that yes, spirituality is the way. All of you need to be connected to have that peace and calm. And there is a lot that the ISKCON society is doing. And we are honored that we have Prabhuji with us. Now moving further, Prabhuji, I would also be wanting to know that we've heard that ISKCON Temple Dwarka is coming up with a magnificent temple. Yes. And it's going to be really huge, and I'm sure it's going to be as mesmerizing as ISKCON itself. But then, I had this question in my mind. Why a temple? And why not a hospital?
Very good question. And this is not new to us because many people ask us, and being in medical profession, they specifically ask this question to me. So, while hospital definitely is very, very important institution, temple also adds value to humanity. For example, in a village, we have a primary health center, PHC, but we do also need a hospital. We need a medical college. We need pharmacy. We need imaging centers. So they provide support to a patient from different dimensions. Similarly, we need temples. Temples, as I shared, we at ISKCON Dwarka are providing end-to-end care. But the most important thing which we are giving to society is we are providing emotional, psychological, and spiritual support. Now, why is it important? I've practically seen in my life, when I was a student, when I was in corporate world, or whether I was a practicing doctor, these things, this spirituality helps to bring in more efficiency in what you're doing. It brings more productivity. It brings peace of mind. And at the end, at a larger level, at a level of nation and global level, it gives peace to the society. It adds prosperity, and it adds to the overall development of the nation and the world. So temples are kind of a hospital which not only provides and helps at physical level, but also at psychological, emotional, and spiritual level. So that is why we invest so much in coming up with a nice facility which can cater to all of you.
So beautifully said, Prabhuji. It is such a good thing to know. And my viewers, you must have just heard the temple is also it's like a hospital itself. Why? Because it is giving you that kind of spiritual healing which we all need. Because this is the place that you get a lot of peace, and I am really looking forward to having that magnificent temple. And I'm sure Radharani is going to be just around and, blessing all of us.
Undoubtedly.
Yes. So Hare Krishna all the time. So Prabhuji, the interview is going so beautifully. It's just going with the flow, and I'm loving the way it is going. I would also be wanting to know that, it's a huge, magnificent temple that we said.
Right.
I'm sure the viewers who must be watching, there would be a lot of them who would be feeling that how can we be one of those contributors to that temple? It's going to be really divine to be a part of it. It could be either in the form of seva, like somebody would want to physically come and do seva, or maybe there could be people who are wanting to just give their financial support.
Right.
As I know that we can never support Hare Krishna. He is the giver, but to play that minuscule part in the formation of the temple, how can that be possible? If you could just tell us about it.
Yeah, sure. And thanks for asking that. Because, we generally say that it is ISKCON's temple, but this temple belongs to all of you. Because every brick has been laid there by donations which you all have contributed. And we need that for not just constructing, but maintaining and running the temple. So there are various means in the way our viewers can contribute. For example, they can directly financially help us, financial donations. They can supply us some materials which require for construction. There's some profession, expert professionals are there. For example, architects, civil engineers, and other people who can give their expertise to the temple. People can help us by taking some volunteer work like painting, landscaping, things like that. They can also contribute by just being part of our activities. Just come and be part of the whole thing. And then specifically, at ISKCON Dwarka, we launched a scheme known as Sudama Sevak. So our temple is known as Rukmani Dwarkadish Temple. And Dwarkadish was in Dwarka. And his friend Sudama wanted some financial help. And we generally see that people come to temple to ask something, right? So we can compare our viewers to Sudama. Right? So Sudama, as Mataji just said, that we go to temple and to ask something, but what can we actually give to Krishna? Yes, and same was Sudama. Sudama could just take chipped rice. But what Krishna gave in return was magnificent palace. So we have a scheme known as Sudama Sevak, where we encourage people to give some kind of donation on a monthly basis. And our target is to have 2.5 lakhs of Sudama Sevaks. We have already hit about 1.2 lakhs, but we need more of you to come and become Sudama Sevak and then get blessings of Lord Shri Krishna.
Wow. So my dear viewers, like I said, that you have to really see this episode because there's a lot of divinity around. And when it comes to doing seva, it's a beautiful thing which we've just been told that it's Sudama Seva. Why not become that Sudama? Do that seva. And of course, seva is not just with money. Seva is from your heart. You can be a part of making this temple, be in the beauty of the temple, just be yourself and just be the part of this divine place. And you can do your seva and become that Sudama. Now, before I go, Prabhuji, I don't want to end this interview, but then of course, I am handcuffed here. But then I really want to know that one very, very important question is that the youth of our society at present, they are not in a very good shape. Although they are the very good, they are the future of us. But because of a lot's happening, lot of stress. So I want that one advice from your side for those youth, for the youngsters who are watching you right now, because they are just moving out in the society to become something, but still they're stressed. How can they attain peace?
So that's very important question, because youth of today are leaders of tomorrow. And how spirituality can contribute to your life is what I can say from my experience, what it has contributed to my life. Because I have found that there would be many challenging situations in your life when you grow up, in your college life, in your corporate life, in your professional life, wherever you go. Spirituality brings peace. Spirituality helps to kind of calm your mind. Spirituality helps you to understand how to serve the society. Because by serving, by caring, by showing compassion, this is something which gives you real satisfaction. So my request to all of you is to connect with the spirituality, connect with ISKCON. Come and visit us at ISKCON Dwarka. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was amazing having you here. I'm already feeling so blessed. Looks like that Krishna has sent you to bless us here at the Newsmakers. My dear friends, we just had an opportunity to speak with Sri Gaur Prabhuji, who has given us the way to have a peace in life. And that is spirituality. Please do not forget, begin your journey because this is the moment. So here's Simran signing off with a thought that it is my time also to start with it. And also I promise that I'm going to come with another newsmaker who is going to again give you an inspiration and a thought to think about. So till then, I'm signing off and saying stay blessed. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.